Good morning, YouTube. So hopefully this is going to be a first of a series of vlogs. I've got Ben coming in and we're going to do like proper full YouTubes once a month, and then I'm going to try and do at least one of these a month as well. So 2 YouTubes a month, one being a vlog, one through Ben. I feel like this is weird because I've not vlogged. Well, the last time I did anything like this for YouTube was Thailand about 18 months ago. And I find it weird like talking to the camera at the moment because I've not done it in so long. And I think Chloe's outside listening. Yeah, it's just weird doing this, but I'll no doubt get into a bit of a routine, a bit of a pattern doing it. It'll be a lot more normal. But the idea of these vlogs really is to give you guys more of an insight into like the day to day, and maybe moments where there's something going on or it's like maybe relevant to my process alongside the videos that I do with Ben. But obviously I can't have Ben here all the time to be able to do those things, so I need to be able to develop the skill to do that myself. And little things just like the lighting, which I've learned a little bit more on, might get a bit better at it, and hopefully the camera as well. It's a very, very good camera with a lot of good features, but I'm not really a tech guy, so yeah, I find it quite difficult trying to understand what I need to do and how I need to do it, just to make things look a little bit more clean cut and a bit more engaging. But hopefully, like I said, over the course of a couple of weeks and months, I'll just get better at that, and these will be a lot more enjoyable to watch. So yeah, that's going to be my little intro for the morning, and I'm just going to take you through what my morning routine looks like to some degree. I'm not going to bore you to death with it, but also I'm training legs today, and that's going to be the highlight of today and what's going on. Really I'm training with Pierce, so yeah, just show everyone what a proper leg day looks like, and see if we can give Joe Gann a run for his money, because I know he did a leg day video the other day on YouTube, and yeah, it looked good to be fair. I've watched a bit of it, and he's decent. He's decent. We're getting a session in soon, I think, which we might record for YouTube as well. So yeah, this will be my version of the leg day that he did a couple of weeks ago, and that is it. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so first things first, it is check-in day. Is this going to come out before YouTube? I don't know. I was going to tell you who I'm checking in with. You may already know. I'm not going to say just in case. But yeah, check-in day, it's Wednesday, and I've stopped doing my check-ins like completely fresh out of bed in the morning, because I was looking at my check-in shots, rolling straight out of bed, and there was a bit of self-loathing and hatred towards myself. So what I've decided to do is just do 20 minutes of walking, just get a bit of blood around my body. The thing is you do check-in photos, you get straight out of bed, and it's like the least representative of what you look like on a day-to-day basis. Okay, like you need some sort of metric to track and keep the same, but if you do 20 minutes on a treadmill, or you do a 20-minute walk before you do your check-ins every morning, before you consume any water or food, I don't really think it's that deep. And for the sake of like seeing a slightly improved visual, that doesn't make you, if you do have an emotional attachment to your physique, which I definitely do, I think 99% of all bodybuilders will have, and would be foolish to say otherwise. I think it does a lot for your head, just having that extra couple of percentages to make things just look a little bit better, but also I do think it's more representative of what you look like normally. So yeah, I've started doing a little bit of steps, or a few steps even before I do my check-in, so that's what I've just been doing now. I was going to take you with me on the treadmill, but it seemed a bit, I don't know, it just seemed a bit pointless. So yeah, I'm going to strip off and do that now.
You need tonight, so roll another one, then go find somebody else. I'm not the one you need tonight, so take another sip and go find somebody else. You need tonight, so roll another one, then go find somebody else. I'm not the one you need tonight.
Check-in done and into meal one. This is where on check-in days I walk around the house half naked, and yeah, I'm going to try and like cover up as much as possible, but whatever you see, I guess. The infamous meal one: 2 eggs, salmon, rice, a little bit of honey on the rice, beetroot. That is it, I think. Oh, pineapple juice and blueberries, and then I have my sups as well. I saw Luke did a little reel. You won't know Luke, but a friend of mine called Luke, he did a reel about pineapple juice and its digestive properties. We spoke about this about a year ago, and it was a really good subject actually. One probably worth doing a reel on. And I envy him, and I'm a bit pissed off I didn't do it myself, but here we are. Anyway, pineapple, amazing for helping digest your food if you have any digestive problems, which I do. So I have pineapple with 2 of my meals throughout the day. And in my off season, I'm pretty much having it like 200 ml, 150, 200 ml, with 4 to 5 out of the 5 or 6 meals that I have per day in my off season, around like 5.5k calories. So yeah, little tip for you there. Anyway, meal 1, I'll get on with it. I've just realised I'm singing along to Skepta, like a Kylie Minogue Skepta thing, and it's actually a fucking tune. How can you guys hear that? Oh, I can just overlay it. Ooh.
Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me.
Wow, they're dead.
Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess.
With the pineapple juice and the blueberries. It looks so shit. Why does that look so shit? Maybe if I... No, that's not made it look any better. What do we think, Arlo? What do you think?
That's not me.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat up. I'm gonna eat up and get this meal down me. Make my intra, which will be the Conte EAAs and the carb drive. I'm gonna have my pre-workout, mega pump and creatine like in about half an hour, then shoot off, and then obviously I've got my intra for my session.
It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive just like Tupac. Girls in the front row, girls in the back. Spit one lyric, everybody's like rap.
Okay, so no sexy transitions or any shit like that. I will try and build into that though, so it makes it more enjoyable to watch. I've just got to the gym. Leg session is looking like calves, 3 sets, adductors 2 sets, leg extension 2 sets, hamstring curl 2 sets, Arsenal hack 1, and then the leg press, the Nitrum leg press. Do you know what? The Nitrum's really fucking good, but in terms of like the movement pattern itself, I prefer the Arsenal. The only issue with the Arsenal is the handles. You'll know if you've used the Arsenal leg press that the handles are either they're too high, in fact, so you have to like shrug to keep yourself in. So you haven't got really anything to grip onto. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're going to use the Nitrum, and that's it, I think. And I've got P training with me as well, so we'll get a bit of him in there as well. Despite the fact that he hates being on camera, but I will force him to say or do something. So yeah, let's get it. So next exercise, adductors. We've got 2 sets. It's a big exercise this, because I think a lot of people take for granted the importance of having big adductors. Like that extra ½ inch of thickness that it gives you or more, especially on stage, it does so much for your physique. Like filling that gap between your legs, it's massive. And it can really give the illusion of like, just even though they might touch in the middle and it's only like say ½ an inch on each side, it can give the illusion that your legs are much bigger than they actually are. Another thing that I think a lot of people fuck around with on the adductor is because it isn't a massive muscle in compared to the other muscles on your leg or in your leg, I think a lot of people tend to go quite light, and when you actually do those heavier sets, you'll realise actually how strong your adductors are and how strong they can get. I don't think it's like a lateral raise or like a bicep curl. I think you do have to train them heavy. I do think sets of 6 to 9, as you'll see me do in a minute. I'm going to do 7 plates. Probably only just get 7 or 8 reps. I do think it's necessary to get big adductors, and obviously same again with those back off sets, just hitting that higher rep range and creating a different kind of stimulus, as opposed to maybe some other exercises and some other muscle groups that you wouldn't necessarily do that with. So here we go.
Come on then. Yeah. There.
Yeah.
Come on then. Go. Take it. Yeah.
So we've got the prime plate loaded leg extension. I think with this, or with any leg extension, really, the goal is to ever so slightly lean towards overloading the short more than anywhere else, purely because it's the only exercise we can do this. However, for me, like I'm a most bang for buck kind of guy, and I think if you appropriately load it here, and this is specific to each and every one of you, like you'll notice Pierce tends to load the mid a little bit heavier, just because he's stronger through certain parts of the range. Whereas me, like I'm really fucking strong out of the hole, but really weak at the top. And I think that's probably something to do with my longer levers. So even when I'm loading at the top, which is the lengthened range, I'm still failing in the shortened. So hopefully, not this set, but when I do my working set, you'll see that the last rep that I do, I only just or struggle to complete the shortened more than anywhere else, and then I might have a little bit more in the lengthened as I go to do my last rep and fail trying to get short again. And that'll tell me that it was the shortened range was the one that that range was the one that I fatigued in and I was unable to complete and overloaded the most in relation to in relation to my, what's the word I'm looking for? In relation to your, what's where you're strong? The congruency of the muscle. No. What is it? I can't think. Yeah, the strength curve. That's it. Fucking well played, mate. Right, let's have a bit of a play. Strength curve. Man pulled it out as well. They didn't really give you much to work on there, did I? I wish that was caught on camera. I've 140 on the top, and then a 20 and a 10, so 30 on the mid. I've actually done 7 and 40 last week, and I don't know why he's convinced me out of doing it, but it is very fucking heavy, this. And although I can do it, and I've been doing it for more than 10 reps, I think there's a part of me that's fuck it, put it on. I can absolutely do it for more. I can. Right, let's do this. Perfect, that's good, that.
Think I deserve more than what you're giving. This is my life that you're living in. But you step into my house, say you're willing, and then the same shit begins. I know I'm young, I'm forgiving, but I'm not dumb, got my own shit I'm dealing. Think you're smoking too much, yeah, you're clouded as fuck, but you think that you can have me for a lunch. I ain't sitting friends, only want the best. That's for me, myself, and I. Yeah, you had your chance, and that was your last, so don't come asking why. If you ain't the one, I don't want it. Think you got the door, think you got it, but I'm already done, running further from it. If you ain't the one, if you ain't the one, if you ain't the
Yeah. Have you dropped it one? Yeah, just leave it, no, bring it back up, please. Yeah. So, obviously just done that grueling hack. I was just saying to Pierce as well beforehand that I've done 4.5, and I was on the end of that rep range for the 4.5, and I wanted to move to 5, but 5 felt, I just knew 5 was going to feel maybe a bit too heavy. And on the basis that I've progressed every lift up till now, just matching my reps and weight on the hack, having progressed every movement up to the hack, is progress. And not so I got carried away with myself trying to push even more, trying to get even more progress to the detriment of potentially injuring myself, potentially like sloppy reps in a shit set. And so we stuck with gladly, I stuck with the 4.5 on the recommendation from Pierce. And this is an amazing reason why having a training partner who is not as emotionally invested and will just talk sense to you every now and again is so useful. So yeah, we're in for, well, I've got the Nutritional leg press, again, just one set. At the moment, still just chilling with like the lower volume. I think there's room to push that up for the time being, but drugs, food, and my current progress from session to session, I don't think is warranting any extra volume. We'll get into the leg press now. I've got another feeder, and then we've got one top set, and then we're done for the day. Whoa!
Let's go. You're ready. Work for this. Drive.
Right, so I thought I'd get some post-workout shots of the legs. Thing is, naturally being tall, they don't look like them up to much. There's absolutely zero detail in them at the moment after that leg session. But, you know, 6'5", they're not bad. I don't think they look disproportionately small with the rest of my body, which is a massive win. I think that's always the case with any tall guy and their limbs. Hamstrings as well, I think fairly decent for my size. Zero detail. I'll wrap it up here. I'll do a little bit of posing afterwards. See what the upper body's looking like. Probably very flat and small at the minute, but yeah, I'll wrap it up here and just finish the video, finish the YouTube now. I don't think anyone needs to see me go home, drive home, have some Cocoa Pops. So yeah, this will be the outro. But thank you for watching, like, subscribe, all of that sort of shit. This is hopefully going to be a semi-regular thing. I plan on doing one of these a month, and then obviously one with Ben, so that'll be 2 a month. And if I'm feeling generous, I might do another one every now and again, just depending on time and relevance, if there's something worth actually sharing. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's stayed till the end and watched, and I shall see you next time.